Dudes, this is California. I gotta tell you something that's really bumming me out, dudes. There's like this huge fire in Yosemite National Park, the largest grove of sequoias. Those are big trees, by the way. In Yosemite National Park, remain closed as of Saturday, a day after hundreds of people were evacuated because there's a wildfire burning through the dense forest. It's the latest threat to the world's largest trees. Dude, these trees are like hundreds of feet tall and like 3,000 years old. A team was being sent to the Mariposa Grove to wrap some of the massive trunks in like a fire-resistant foil to protect them so the blazes weren't burning out of control. More than 500 sequoias are threatened, but no reports of severe damage to any of the named trees. Dude, we name our trees. We have one called Grizzly Giant, and he's like 3,000 years old. We can't have him go. Dude, that'd be like before Christ was born. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, and the rest of the park's open, although park cameras are showing a whole bunch of thick smoke, so be careful out there, dudes. The fire, it kind of grew overnight. Hasn't threatened any new areas. It's not easy to contain. Firefighters are throwing everything they can possibly think of at it, dudes, including airdrops of fire retardant, as well as planned use of bulldozers to create fire lines, basically plow up the dirt so the fire can't get over it. It's rarely used in wilderness settings like Yosemite. The bulldozers would probably be used to put in fire lines to protect the community of Wawana. That's surrounded by the park, and there's several hundred people that live there. Dudes, I'm just so bummed. They had evacuation orders issued Friday. I can't see. It must be all the smoke. Dudes, there's all smoke right there. You see that? They even evacuated Wawana Campground, where about 600 or 700 people were staying. The giant sequoias are native in only about 70 groves spread along the western slope of California's Sierra Nevada range. They were once considered impervious to flames. That means they would never catch on fire. But they become more vulnerable as the wildfires are fueled by a buildup of undergrowth from a century of fire suppression. That's why you gotta have controlled burns, dude. You gotta burn it. Control the burn so you don't have all this underbrush. And the droughts as well. A few years ago, dude, check this out. Lightning sparked wildfires and killed like a fifth of the 75,000 large sequoias. Do the math, dudes. Do the math. That's like 15,000 sequoias. There's no obvious natural spark for this latest one, so we're still scratching our heads trying to figure out, hey, what happened? How did it start? Thank God there were some visitors walking by, and they reported it. This grove just reopened in 2018 after we spent $40 million. $40 million, dudes, in the renovation. No one was injured in the evacuation. The fire had grown to over 1 square mile by Saturday. And then all of a sudden, whoosh, a big windstorm ripped through the grove a year and a half ago, and they toppled 15 more giant sequoias, along with countless other trees. Guess what? Those downed trees just created more fuel to the fire. These darn bark beetles. Is that why they call them bark beetles? Because they bark? Provided ample fuel for the flames. So they keep on adding more fuel to the flames. The park has used these burns to clear brush around the sequoias, which helps protect them if flames spread further into the grove. But when the unwanted fires hit those areas, then it tends to slow the rate of spread. It helps us gain a little bit of control, but we just didn't have enough. They didn't do enough. in the Sierra foothills, about 80 miles to the northwest of Yosemite fire. Some evacuations were lifted as containment grew to 72% on the Electra fire, which broke out near Jackson on Monday. That temporarily forced about 100 people celebrating the July 4th holiday along a river to seek shelter in a Pacific Gas and Electric Company facility. So, dudes, they're finally getting the fire under control. You can tell it's been around for quite a while since they're talking about the 4th of July. But let's hope we don't kill off any more sequoias. Hey, we pray for the sequoias, especially grizzly giant, and we pray for everybody who's affected by this. Pray for the firemen for doing their job, dudes. That's got to be a very scary job and very frightening. Thank God for firefighters. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We're going to go now, and hopefully next time we talk, the fires will be gone. Thanks, everybody. Rock on. See ya. Bye.